Yeah, we's up. Oh, I know y'all struggling out there. Hey, it be going through my head too, but I be listening to Kobe Bryant when he said the storm will end, be relentless, all that kind of stuff. So I plow through it too. But it's just that simple, man. You got to go through hell. And if you keep going through hell, you'll prevail. That's what I heard. So let's go through it, man. Love all you guys, man. Rocking and rolling with your boy. Beautiful day today. We're going to get it in. We ain't going to waste no time. Love to all y'all, top fans, super fans out there. Let's see if Stomp is up this morning. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. I don't think that dude is even up. We got the Hawk TV in here. Damn, lost our boy Stomp. Smith Shot Racing, Universal Trappers. What's up, dog? Pepper Phantom and Benny Lyles. Oh, we got the new booties in here. Some of y'all. But we got my man, Universal Trappers. That's a triple OG right there, too. Love to all you guys, man. We're going to talk through it today. We got, obviously, Nick Wright. He going to respond to Kevin Durant and his diss. And we're going to get Colin Cowherd a little bit in there as well. LeBron watch continues. Richard Jefferson chimes in on that. We got Kendrick Perkins talking about athletes and media, and he called somebody out. That's what it looked like. Well, what's good for the goose? It's good for the gander. We're going to talk through that, and we're going to have a little fun, a little defensive end fun. I'm not sure if this is a throwback or this is a new one, new booty, but we're going to get Micah Parsons and Myles Garrett back on stage and take you through them DNs chopping up wood. Have some fun. So love to all you guys who rock and roll and rock. I got 10s, got 20s, got 50 spots. Who know that? Ooh, nobody knows that reference right there. And shout out to YG and shout out to Game. They about to have their verses this week. I'm gonna have to break that down. Y'all know I DJ. So, and I'm from LA, Compton. So I gotta break that one down. This is crazy. It ain't gonna go like y'all think. Just know that. I just know that for facts. All right, let's get into it, man. Stop playing. Get involved. Get into it. Get involved. Gotta talk that talk. All right, KD, you taking the shot. Let's get that shot out there first and foremost. First of all, that's the shot right there, okay? Kevin Durant, basketball would actually move forward if Get Nick Wright wasn't involved. Hold up. He hit him with, look who's there. All right, so one has to go. Interesting. Let me get back to that. I like that right there. Let's have a little fun before we get into the full topic. And KD taking the shot. It's two topics in one right here. Okay, first, look, he got the old picture of Nick Wright. I'm sure Nick Wright gonna be like, that ain't me. That's old me, right? This is before he was born. This is BC. That's BC Nick Wright right there. Because that's before Christ. Because that's Nick Wright don't look like that no more. Nick Wright, boy, he look like Jesus right now. So you gotta respect that. And then I'm looking at it also. He wants to go. Look at these. Who has to go? One has to go. That's gangster. First of all, it's a compliment to be up here. All these dudes are up here. All these dudes are up here. But if one has to go, who y'all picking? Who y'all picking to go? Don't lie. Who y'all picking? Who y'all picking to go? Talk about it. Who y'all picking? If one has to go, one more time. One has to go. Yee. Yee. One has to go. All right, let's be real. Let's be real. Let's stop playing games. One has to go. Get bigger. One has to go. All right, it ain't gonna be Barkley. It ain't gonna be Shaq. Shaq, but Barkley over Shaq. But Stephen A. Ooh, Barkley. It goes Barkley's. You got to keep Barkley. Barkley like the top dog. Stephen A. But Stephen A. gives you so much damn production. You got to do Stephen A. Stephen A. gonna be Stephen A. is like, man, he just gonna work, dog. Barkley is just like he gonna show up, show out. Who else we got here? Let me see. Second row, all keepers to me for different reasons. Shannon Sharp, you got to put that respect on his name. So entertaining. Best gift for Gab, I think, in the business. Him and Charles Barkley, best gift for Gab. Skip Bayless. Ooh, Skip Bayless up in here. You got to show Skip that love. He basically built this thing. He took Jim Rome's game plan and said, I'll expose it to the world. You got to respect that. Nick Wright, I think, is genius. I think not only baby Colin Cowherd, but more importantly, he got next if he ain't got now already. Like, he's just a big brain, and he's to me, he's one of the best to do it. Colin Cowherd speaks for himself. Only thing people don't like about him is that he flip-flops, and the flip-flop ain't really a problem either because he's just going off of new information. I love Colin Cowherd for real. Always going to be a fan of his. Who else we got up in here? Max Kellerman. All right, Max is my dog. Max is he's at his best when he got somebody who's going to play nice and play fair with him. He ain't been having that happen in a while. Let's just say that. And shout out to Chaotic Jester. Love, big dog. I'm a nightmare walking, psychopath talking, king of the jungle, just a gangster stalking, living life. Boy, don't get me started. Oh, man, don't get me started on no gangster rap right now. I can't wait. It is going down. Thanks for the super chat. Let's keep going. Max needs a teammate that plays fair with him. Even him and Rich Paul right now, they're just different. They're not. Rich Paul plays fair with Max. You know, Stephen A. didn't, and Keyshawn didn't, and wherever the hell. Jay Will tried to play fair with him, but even he got persuaded. Rich Paul is just different. Rich Paul's an agent, and he's out here just like, look, dog, I got my game plan too. Last one is Kendrick Perkins. I like Perk. Perk is the king of those those one-liners, those southern comfort lines. He be saying some crazy stuff. Boy, I dress you like the front of my house. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. I'll be cracking up. All right, so that's it. But what one has to go, it's either, all right, top line is Shaq. Middle line, it would be Nick. But that's you're on the wrong row. And then the last one, it'd be Kendrick. So all of those, if I had to say Shaq, Nick Wright, or Kendrick, it's going to be Kendrick. Shaq close, though. I mean, Shaq close. But I'll say Kendrick. Kendrick, right? Y'all agree with me? Beat up in the comments. Let me know what you think. Okay, so we did that. Everybody sees that. All right, not bad. Not bad. Now, what's going on? Because I want to see what they really doing. So I got to stop that. And then let's get into this, because this is where it went. So Nick Wright and Colin Cowherd has some words for this, but let's do Colin first. Colin got in there because Nick Wright could have took a shot at Colin as well, but you know, Colin took his shot a long time before. Let's listen to this. This is crazy. Like, this is I love how cats be talking about me like I be talking crazy. Me? I'll just be breaking down what y'all say. You know what they say? Don't argue with a fool because from a distance they can't tell who is who. That's what this feel like when I hear this from Colin Cowherd. It feel like sometimes when I break down y'all stuff, I'm getting in trouble and I ain't saying nothing.
And I'm not surprised. You know, I say to people all the time, when Brady retired from Tampa, he was still a top 3 quarterback. He'd go back today and be top 6. He's in as good a shape now. It's like LeBron's going to retire because he gets tired of the travel. He gets tired of practice. It's like, who are we kidding here? I mean, 6 minutes to go in these games, you need him on the floor. I mean, I just watched that series and I'm like, boy, the gap with KD and LeBron, for anybody that was still clinging to that, like, stop. I mean, that was one of my takeaways of the entire series.
It's the versatility.
He is like buying a boat. You know, the first day you have it and the first day you sell it are the 2 happiest days. Like, it comes in, wow. You know, it's amazing. You do have great times, but there's maintenance. You're left disappointed. Then you get rid of it and you're like, yeah, that was a lot.
Okay. Now, Jesus, that's a smoke. That's one of those smokes where you thinking about KD and his greatness and you put that in one bucket. And then you got this sick example, this sick analogy. You got this sick metaphor. You got this sick thing right here. And you're like, I can make this fit. I can make this work because I had a boat before and I understand what he's saying. Everybody knows and heard if you had a boat or not. Them little ones are the best ones. Get the little ones. The little ones you can just take out in the day. No matter what you say, everybody knows this. Like, it's better to just rent boats the days you feel like going on the water. Ideally, it is. Be real. If you run the real numbers, it's better to just rent it when you go. Because how often you go? I don't give a damn how much you boating. How often you going? Oh, I'm going every weekend. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. So the point is, KD ain't that. But it sounds like, damn, it's just like, dog, I'm in love with it as soon as I get it. And then you're like, yo, this is a lot. KD's not a lot. He's not a problem in terms of maintenance and issues. He's not that. Not at all. If you think so, okay, when you think that. Did you think that in OKC? Anybody? Did you think that when he was in Golden State? Hell no. He was the best player on the team. Yes, I said it. Steph Curry was there, and Steph Curry knew that Kevin Durant needed to be the dude to be champions again. And they did. He got out the way. And in sports, the only reason you get out the way is because somebody's better than you, as Dwayne Wade when LeBron shows up. No one gets out the way unless the other person is the way. Okay? Why you think Scottie Pippen never took it from Michael Jordan? Because Jordan was Jordan. Pippen was Pippen. But it wasn't like Pippen was better than Jordan. And I love Scottie Pippen, but come on, it is what it is. I've never been on a team, and I've never seen a team's dynamic where the best player is not the dude. I've never seen it because the coach gonna get fired, because the fans are sitting there, the parents are sitting there, the executives are sitting there, the owner's sitting there like, dog, what you doing? Because whenever you lose and your second best player trying to be the man and your best player is taking a back seat, oh, everybody head getting cut. So I don't want to hear that. Nope, ain't no deferring, ain't no back seats. This is primal jungle sports. Okay, it's nothing but alphas out there, nothing but black belts. It's just what degree black belt you are. Kevin Durant in Golden State was a 17-time black belt, more than Steph Curry, who was a 16-time black belt. It's just that simple. But I get what he's saying. But god dang, that's gangster.
He is like buying a boat. You know, the first day you have it and the first day you sell it are the two happiest days. Like it comes in, you know, it's amazing. You do have great times, but there's maintenance. You're left disappointed. Then you get rid of it and you're like, yeah, that was a lot. It really didn't, you know, it was fun a couple times a year. And it's like the gap between the two is that LeBron's ability, and it's really something, there's never been anything like it. Magic was kind of close, but not nearly as athletic. His ability, LeBron is so smart, and his ability to just squeeze the juice out of every part of the game. I watched that series, and it was like,
okay, we get it, big dog. We get it. You got the clown, blah, blah, blah. All right, y'all. So that's what he's thinking. He there, and then now we got to get to the what we all came here to see, which is, what did Nick Wright say? Nick Wright read receipts. Nick Wright went there. Nick Wright reads the receipts on all of this stuff. I couldn't believe he did it. But hey, somebody call you out, call you by your name. Let's go.
Basketball would actually move forward if Get Nick Wright wasn't involved. Hold up. I don't know why they said hold up. Now, I'd like to say that, well, KD was just talking about, you know, bald Nick Wright, shaved head Nick Wright, and he and I since have mended fences. Because I thought we had mended fences. But when I was told about this because I'm not active on Instagram. I did DM KD, and he was very funny to his credit. And I know what he was doing, and I think it is cheeky, so to speak. And so one second, let me get it for you guys.
Cheeky. All right, so imagine that. You think you cool with somebody, then they take a shot at you. You're like, what? Did you hit them up just on some like for you like innocent. You're like, dog, you good? Like, we good? What's wrong? I guess I got kind of that kind of conversation with Emmanuel Acho. I talked to Acho last week. He was on vacation in Brazil. People always hitting me up. Go at Acho. He going at you right now. When I see the content, I see Acho reading it like he wants to read it, reading it like it is, and reading it like he wants to read it. That's his license. When we were talking, we both were laughing how people want us to fight way more than we do. It ain't going to happen unless I see something, then I'm going to talk to him, and then we're going to go there. But that's with everybody. That ain't exclusive to Acho. So I know what Nick Wright talking about. Like, really? That's what we doing?
And not surprisingly, like I guess I shouldn't be surprised by this. As soon as I sent it, he responded. I sent the old question guy emoji, this guy, and I wrote, I thought we were cool now, hate to see it. And his response to I thought we were cool was, what made you think that? Which is legitimately funny. But I guess I had gotten bad information.
So interesting. You had an issue with somebody before, and then you hit them up like, dog, you take a shot again. They was like, shot again? Who said I stopped shooting? Like, that's wild. That means did you ever directly connect with him? Or it was just like, oh, he stopped shooting at me, I thought we were cool.
And again, I don't want to betray confidences, but I don't think this is betraying confidences. And I actually think Durant comes out looking really good here. So I'm going to share the interaction with you guys. He wrote to me, it's just an opinion on your skills, but I don't matter. I'm not your bosses. They love you. That's all that matters. And I, because I'm me and I can't help myself, responded to him, to be fair in my craft, much like you and yours, my skills are pretty unimpeachable. My opinion is really good here, so I'm going to share the interaction with you guys.
Listen to this.
He wrote to me, it's just an opinion on your skills, but I don't matter. I'm not your bosses. They love you. That's all that matters.
Ooh.
And I, because I'm me and I can't help myself, responded to him, to be fair in my craft, much like you and yours, my skills are pretty unimpeachable. My opinions are, of course, a matter of debate.
Hey, can't lie, dog. Nick Wright got skills, dog. Nick Wright be going at it because he knows how to do the dynamics. He has the great fundamentals. Like, whatever Colin Cowherd does, Nick Wright can do that. But more importantly, Nick Wright got this flavor. He got this outside the box, and he knows how to manipulate audience. I love Nick Wright. And he got that skill set too. So he got the theater you need, but he also got the simple meat and potatoes fundamentals you need. Nick Wright, a monster to me. Always has been, always will be.
And then I wrote, but all good, no hard feelings, because I do think it's totally, we are in the business of critiquing and criticizing athletes. We have to be totally fine when they do it back to us. And then he was very funny, in my opinion.
Because guess what? What's the cost of praise? Criticism. That's why no matter who you are, what you are, you got to be able to dish it out to even be a Nick Wright. You got to dish it out. You got to actually criticize people. The ones who don't criticize people don't last. And then you got to be able to take it. Now, that's up to debate because some people can't take it. We've seen it 1,000 times. We break it down on debate. We be like, he look a little thin-skinned. He didn't sound that way when it was going out. He sound that way when it's coming back. Pause. But the point is, you got to be able to dish it out and take it, like a Barkley. But here's the thing. When you can't do that, that's really noticeable, and it really hurts you. So that's one of the reasons why this week I'm working. I know I'm in the news. I already addressed it as much as I could. When there's more news, I will do more addressing. But the last thing I'm going to do is duck. The last thing I'm going to do is say, oh, they criticizing me now, or they're wondering about me. I know how human beings are. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. You could be one way with somebody. I'm 51. 51 years I've known you. Somebody make up something, and then all of a sudden you're like, I don't know, dog. I don't know. He like, bye. Me as a friend, me as a homie, me as a person, whenever I hear something about my boys, I'm like, whatever. I talk to them about it, and I'm like, peace out. But I would never shift on my boy who I know better than somebody who's making it up. We'll see. That's not how people are. So you got to just step in it. That's what Nick Wright's doing. He's like, oh, I'm in the news now? Grab the mic instead of I'm in the news now. What they say? Oh, my God. You just got to go get it.
Where he really did try to do to us what I think he feels we do to them, which is, he wrote, you show up every day, so there's an opportunity for you to move up on my all-time list. And so that's not the entirety of the interaction. It's most of it. You get the gist of it.
I think that KD was in a mood to show media, and Nick Wright was media, exactly what they do to athletes, which is, oh, I think what you do, you can work on it, you can be better. And that's what they do to athletes, no matter who you are, because look who's under fire right now. It's almost like KD is around about talking about LeBron. Because he's like, look, LeBron is up there higher than everybody else who has played the game outside of Jordan. You could argue Kobe, you could argue Kareem. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's not do that, okay? We talking about outside of Jordan, it's LeBron, right? And he's active. And look at y'all coverage of him. So if y'all doing that to him, you know what you're doing to me. And y'all do it to me on top of that. So no one's exempt. So guess what? You're not exempt. That's why I think KD was on. He was on that special sauce that day. Like, look, everybody can get it because everybody is getting it.
So a few things quickly on it. One, I got no issue with whatsoever. I did take some cheap-ish shots at Durant when he was with the Nets. Again, I've apologized for those. That's why I guess I said I thought we were cool, but maybe not. If he is still upset about that, totally fair. And if he's not still upset about that, but has been upset about things I've said after that, again, totally fair. Like that, nothing he said there was out of bounds, obviously, publicly or privately.
You know what's crazy? Like Nick Wright said, if you're upset about what I said before with the Nets, how far back we got to go for the Nets? 6, 8, 10 years? Long time, right? But the thing is, when cats are trying to make it, and I see it right now, I don't want to call them out because I want them to make it. There's two guys I watch on TV right now. I'm like, oh, they're trying to make it. So their takes are just like hot cakes, like hot fire takes. And you're like, that's too much sauce, right? You know what I'm saying? So the point of it is, I see cats out there trying to make it, and maybe Nick Wright was in that I'm trying to make it phase after Chris Carter or during Chris Carter. They used to beef so hard. Good Lord, if y'all knew what was really happening behind the scenes. But the point is, it finally imploded, finally exploded. But they take advantage. It's a game plan. It's a blueprint. Clown the athlete. Either A, the athlete going to respond and whoop, you're going to blow up, or B, people going to ride with you because not everybody likes everybody. So not everybody likes LeBron. Not everybody likes KD. There were some anti-KDs. When are you going to win one without Steph? So you got all them people thinking everything you say is gospel, even though you ain't said nothing. So when you going at KD, you're going to get that base and you're going to get that bump. But then you realize, dog, I ain't got to do it that way. Let me break it down for real. Because everybody putting slant on it to blow up. So I think KD is like, dog, I still got receipts. You used me to get up there. You springboarded off me. You trampolined off me, bro.
Why would he be upset with me is the question people are asking. I have a few theories. One, I know, he thinks that I give favorable coverage to guys that I have personal relationships. I shouldn't say I know. I have a feeling that he thinks I give favorable coverage to guys I have a personal relationship with, and therefore maybe have been unfair to him. I try to be very clear about any relationships or biases I have, and I don't think I've been unfair to him, certainly in the last few years. Again, I was a little, as they would say in the World Cup season, cheekier than I needed to be in some of the net stuff. But I've since apologized for that.
Cheekier. Okay. So what do you call it? I mean, look, I've been watching the World Cup. I've been watching soccer more than ever. I hope I still have this love for soccer after the World Cup, because I'm not lying. I'm watching every game for real. I'll be watching all 90 minutes. Now I know when the game really ends. I'll be like, oh, that +7, and it's really going to end around 97. It ain't going to end at 97, but around it. I hope I keep that fever, because I did that with the WNBA. I thought I was going to really love the WNBA because Caitlin Clark that last year, Angel Reese and all that. I lost it. I haven't watched the game this year. I can't lie to y'all. And she had 45 yesterday after I had that take on with Paige Beckers and her. So good. She's listening. Cheekier. You heard cheekier? Cats really be going up there on purpose and just calling cats out. Like you just get into, like you catch a wave and you just get into it. Skip Bayless did this on purpose and out loud and transparently. So we saw Skip Bayless do it. We knew he was going to wake up and talk that good Tebow and talk that bad Durant or whoever, right? We knew it. We just knew it. Bad LeBron, good Tebow. Facts. And then everybody saw that success, so everybody started picking their side. Which, am I banging blue or am I banging red? That's what cats were doing.
So there's that piece of it. I don't think I do. Again, this is just blind guessing that he thinks I don't rank him as high as he deserves to be ranked. I think he's one of the 20 greatest players of all time, but I've been very adamant. I don't think you can possibly make the argument he's one of the 10 greatest players of all time. Maybe that's rubbed him the wrong way.
I like to go around saying KD top 10. And then when I list 10, I am not going to fight somebody who shoves him down to like 12, 13. But definitely not outside of 15, Kevin Durant. Not outside of 15. But I got him like top 10. I'm not about to go through that right now. We can do that another day. But y'all beat up in the comments. Y'all let me know if he's top 10. Let me know if he's top 10. I don't think so. Because I know too many people who have given me strong arguments he's not. But then I give a strong argument he is. But that's when you don't fight in the barbershop. You're just like, all right, dog, I'm about to get a cut. I'll see you later. Like, it ain't that deep.
And last but not least, I was pretty critical this year about what the social media stuff that I think wrecked the Rockets locker room and his culpability in that. I believe I was more than fair there. But, and again, I'm blind guessing. Any of those things could be a reason, he's displeased with me. It also might be none of those things. It's just he's never liked me. Or he thinks I have shitty opinions, or he thinks I don't know ball. Who knows? I just do know that I don't think I get as I don't get as worked up as some of my colleagues do when these guys treat us the way we treat them. We're also in the public eye. We're also a level of celebrity. We also are public figures that do an entertainment-based job. And if those folks want to criticize how we do our work, the way we criticize how they do their work, that is 1,000% fair.
Beyond 1,000% fair. And that's the way it should be. And that's the way it's headed. And that's the way it's going to be. We're going to talk about Kendrick Perkins, talking about athletes in the media now. As we know, we got new media and Draymond Green still playing, still active. Paul George was for a second. Many guys are playing, got podcasts, or retired, and they in the media. It's evolving to where it should be, which is, dog, it's not a unilateral conversation where you get to just come at me. Ain't no monologue to me about what I'm doing, and I'm the one out there doing it. Hell wrong with you. It doesn't have to be resentment. It doesn't have to be tension. It's just like, dog, in real life, you can't just talk about somebody and not expect them to respond. And I know we've been trained to think that means beef and smoke and all that. It's just like, nah, I'm going to tell you what Jaylen Brown did not have beef with Stephen A. Smith. He just was like, dog, I don't agree with you. Or what you talking about? Or who are these people that keep saying this stuff that is going to actually hurt my brand or hurt my business or get me up out of Boston, and you can't even say their name? Like, on what level are we doing this? Like, what level of transaction is it that you're just going to send it and it's going to be anonymous? Like, what's that about? So it's a lot of resetting in the relationship between athletes and media. And it's crazier because athletes are in the media. So there's no hard reset. You can't just pull the plug and just say, forget it, because you killing both sides. And there are people that are on both sides, athletes. Gangster.
And everybody doesn't have to like everybody. With that said, I actually do like Durant. I find him really fascinating. I think he's really interesting. I don't think there's ever been an athlete quite like him when it comes to the way he interacts with fans and media and all of that. And I obviously have massive, massive respect for him as a player. And so is there a part of me that wishes like he thought what I did was good? Sure. It probably is. Yeah, a little sad. But
probably
what I'm not going to do is stare at the camera and be like, this is what
Stephen A.
Is what he said. It's totally fine. I don't though understand. I don't think basketball would actually move forward if I wasn't involved. I don't think I'm holding the sport of basketball back. I will say that. Just my opinion. I think that's overstating it just a bit. Enjoy the World Cup final.
Yeah, for real. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, real spit right there from Nick Wright. All right, so this is the thing about KD that I love the most. And people don't really understand that, or I get too many arguments when people keep talking about, what I love, other than him being just built for basketball. If you ever seen him, first of all, you're like, Yeah. Like, you know, you walking in the gym, you be like, oh, you walk by guys, and some of y'all don't speak to each other. Some of y'all do. I love speaking to people, even though I don't know them, especially if I don't know them. I like, what up, dog? What up, dog? And I like doing that. Got to I watch my feet, though. My feet don't stop moving, but I'm speaking. What's up? What's up? Anyway, when you walk in the gym, you know who could play what. Nobody looking at me and really think I could play basketball, but depends on who around me. But they know I look like I play football. They're like, damn, that's a football player, right? Simple. When you see Kevin Durant, you're like, that is a basketball player. Like, he just looked like a baller. Big old long feet, big old tall stick. You're like, man, that dude, pause. That dude looked like a basketball player. That ain't why I love KD. It ain't because he looks the part and plays the part, and he's a top 15 player at worst, top 10 to me. None of that. None of that. You know what I love about KD the most? Is that as we have heard, I hate when people say this, but he's so down to earth. I hate that because it's like he's supposed to be out this world. He's supposed to be in a different planet. He's supposed to be in orbit. No. It's just he's so relatable. And KD doesn't get the relatable or down to earth as much as he gets it. He should get it because he claps back. What I love most about KD is he actually is acting like a human being is supposed to act, when a lot of times we get lost and forget because these guys don't act like they normally act, right? How many times you seen an athlete and then you were like, oh man, he's funny. That's his personality. That's who he really is. They are so distant, despondent, the mumbling athlete. Oh, I don't know. Like Kawhi. Kawhi is a good example. Kawhi is actually a dude that talks, dude that's funny. But he ain't giving y'all that. And I hate that about Kawhi. For real. I actually don't like that. I'd rather him just be Kawhi. I'd rather him be that. Like the version you really are, just go out there and do it. We used to have this conversation in the locker room all the time. A dude in the locker room, hilarious. Dude in the locker room breaking stuff down. He get to the podium. They say, so what happened on that big play? Tell me how it went. And he's like, oh, well, we just run that play a lot. So it was good. It was good. You're like, what? You got to put all these people and just say nothing? Don't let the personality out. Don't show them how articulate you are. Don't want to put, because part of it is a lot of these guys are tired of the business of athletics. And it probably is going to, I thought it was going to get worse. I really did. I was like, oh, these guys going to come in with all this money. They ain't going to say nothing to the media because it's a trap. But now I'm starting to see, because there's so much money and content, oh, I think they're going to be selling themselves as brands. But I thought it was going to head right to the ground. I thought it was a race to the bottom. I was like, these athletes ain't going to say shit. And why would you? Every time you say something, oh, look what you said. And then I'm going to attack what you said. You're like, what? I love KD because he is on X, Twitter, clapping back. I love that. What you want him to do? Just let y'all talk about him and then just go play some more Sega? I don't like that. I love the fact that Kevin Durant is about that life. Anybody who's about that life is somebody I rock with. Simple as that. So he took his shot. Colin, Nick, Wright, all of them, good for them. And now we're going to have to move on. Let's talk a little bit more about this media stuff because Kendrick Perkins went there too as well. And it's interesting because what Perk is talking about is how athletes have journeyed over to the other side, as they should. Right, boo-boo?
Question, Rich, and Max, you listen to this. So, matter of fact, it was the time I was actually doing First Take with Max and Stephen A. And we was talking about something that was associated with the Clippers at the time. And I commented and I said something, and Lou Williams, matter of fact, Lou Williams still got me blocked on social media to this day, right?
Wow.
It was something towards him, so he came and he commented, he said something towards me on social media or whatever. Anyway, fast forward, Lou will retire. Now he's in the media space.
Yeah, and he's good, by the way.
Yeah, he loves to Lou Williams, man. Coach against his son, I guess, 6. His son can play some basketball. He like 7-year-old little. You're going to hear about him in the rankings, class of 2038 or whatever the hell that is. They're going to be like, Lou Williams' son is a dude. We coached. I coached against him. I don't think he was ever on my team. He goes. My daughter, Araya, and him were like going head to head because she's the biggest one out there. boy or girl, and she had to guard 6. 6 was cooking her. She played good. She got him a little, but he was cooking her. But she could play a little D. It was just hilarious to see. So shout out to Lou Will. Let's get into this dirt.
He's good at it. Yeah.
So, but what I'm seeing from Lou Will is saying, oh, so the same stuff you was criticizing me for, you're actually doing it now. So you see in this media space that you have to be fair. You cannot straddle the fence and you cannot be pro player. If a player is playing bad, you have to call it out. If an organization sucks, you have to call them out. But if they're doing good, you have to give them their flowers. And so
let me give some respect to what Perkins is saying, because it's real. I think the athlete sensitivity level is still too high, even though in real life, I think the athletes are fine. But in this whole, my persona and my brand and my relationship to the media, it's too sensitive because they don't understand the dynamic of the media member. You know, me being an athlete and media member, I understand it. If you study one athlete, lock in on one athlete, Patrick Mahomes, golden boy, basically, right? I mean, what did he win? 2 championships in 3 years and 3 championships in 5 or something crazy, whatever. Insane, baby goat. But if you lock in on Patrick Mahomes in coverage, because you got to cover him because he's the top dog in sports, in football. And at one time it was like in sports, everybody's talking about Patrick Mahomes, right? Right now it's a step down or so because of the Super Bowl loss and then not making the playoff, all that stuff. We get it, but that's the point. If I'm talking about Patrick Mahomes, I'm going to talk good about him, but I'm still rocking with him. But damn, I got to talk bad about you. Look at these numbers. Not the same. Look at you. Got hurt. Look at this. Like, so the athletes get too sensitive because they be like, dog, why they dogging me? And it's like, to be real, it's because you're not the same dog. Why they dogging me? Because you're not the same dog. And that's why, y'all remember I used to give this example. Because I remember when I never heard one negative thing about me when I played. And that was like my first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year. It was to my 6th year. They could have went there, but they still didn't go there. Because they were like, all right, that's just 1 year. He'll rebound. Then the 7th year, I didn't rebound. Oh, that's when they start saying, oh, that wasn't just an anomaly. That's actually maybe a new pattern. But that's the point. You build up that equity. When you got we're going to talk about the pass rushers, we get time. You got 2 athletes doing the same thing in production. 15 sacks over here. Let's do it because we got the Micah Parsons, Myles Garrett coming up. Micah Parsons had 15 sacks in 3 years. Myles Garrett has 15 sacks in 3 years. These are really no numbers for those guys, right? You be like, God dang, that sucked, right? Myles Garrett get that in half a year, half a season. He like, what, 15? Anyway, 15 and 15, okay? You thinking about you're the owner of a team. You got to pay them. They're both free agents. Which one you going to pay? You ready for this? Okay. Micah got 15 sacks, and he went 10 his first year, 5 his second year, and none his third year. 10, 5, 0. Myles went 0, 5, 10. They both got 15 sacks. They both free agents, and you looking at them both. Which one you getting? We know the answer. So it ain't just an absolute answer to this media versus athletes. Ain't no just, well, it's the same. You got to do the same thing. Keep it fair. No, because even when you say something that's fair, is it trending up? Right now, trending up, Drake May is trending up. People are giving Drake May flowers more than they are Lamar Jackson. He trending down. And you looking like, this is what y'all saying about Lamar? He was hurt last year. He balled out in that Buffalo game. He looked good in the beginning. He got hurt. Then he came back, got hurt. And a lot of negative articles. And he's sleeping in the meetings. And he late to the practices. And playing too much Sega. And that's how the game go.
I worked hard to get in this spot where people see me at 8, 9 years from now. I wasn't a fucking Hall of Famer. You know, Hall of Famers, whether they good at media or not, soon as they retire, networks roll the red carpet out for them.
Yeah.
And here you go. Here go a platform. Here go multi-millions. Yeah. We know that you were great in basketball, so we know you're going to be great on TV. That's never the case.
No, but you had it. Like the first time you were doing broadcasting, it's like, oh, okay, this dude's going to be a star. This dude's going to, because the main thing is, Perk, you say what you think.
IDGAF. If there's one through line, one thing in common, anybody who ever got on TV and made you say, oh, okay, it's not that they don't give a damn in life. It's just when they talking, you can see they got a little oblivious to how everybody on that set was looking at them, a little oblivious to how that person they talking about going to receive it, a little oblivious to who at home watching it. Just he locked in. And you can say what you want about Perk, and I've said things about Perk's story, probably not always flattering, but Perk, he got that. He got that IDGIF. He got that gangster in him that you need. Let's listen.
It's good to have a colorful personality, and you have the phrases. That's what they like. Do the thing on SNL. They like make crazy phrases because like you have like the homespun right phrases and stuff. But the real thing people are looking for is what Charles Barkley does. Right. This is what you do. Is you have guys who will tell you the truth, and that's what people are looking for. Right. Don't give me this TV answer. Give me the answer that is real.
That's why. What I'm doing podcast, this version of it works. And a lot of people have left media, traditional TV to come to the independent space, or they still up there. But the point is, when you know it's real, you just got to rock with it. And I think that's why so many people are doing well in the independent space. They're being real, right? And real ain't just the set. I believe that hype too. Real is the set. Real is the red cup. Real is just your boys around you. Nah, real is like, dog, in independent, they don't care about none of that. They don't care about none of that, right? You could be in a hotel room in the bathroom. I watch ESPN now. Cats in the bathroom doing their hits. I'm like, damn, nobody care about all this stuff. You could get caught up in it. I need my studio. I need my Compton to Columbia sign, which is right there. Dog, just talk the real.
It's raw.
But
we want the rawness of it all.
Yeah.
But think about it, y'all. Think about how long it took for the audience to be able to gravitate towards me. Also, to be able to show the network that, hey, I am entertaining. I do know my knowledge. Yeah, I may be a country boy from Beaumont that speak with broken English, but damn it, this ain't science or reading.
Every show I was ever on. Every show I was ever on. When they were like, okay, who do you want as a guest? I'm like, is Perk available? Every show. Yeah. Every show. Yeah. They got is Perk around?
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, who wants to
no, it's more interesting when it's not.
Doesn't read
hey, I want to
in your job.
I want to get into
see, blah, blah, blah. Let's talk real. It doesn't have to be perfect. No, because it ain't perfect. That's why we don't want it to be perfect. It's just simple as that. It ain't perfect. So why are you trying to be perfect? Yuck. Like, who wants perfect? It ain't perfect, so why are you even trying to fake perfect? Because we know it's fake. Come on, man. That's what's real. And what Perk was saying about Lou Williams in the beginning, that's real. Like, cats be having real issues. Cats be working together and have issues, let alone, we both from the fraternity and we still got issues. Let alone, I saw a video of Dwight Howard. I guess he was in New York City or something. He saw Andrew Bynum and was like, yo, what's up, Andrew Bynum? Walked over to Andrew Bynum. Andrew Bynum kept them feet walking, kept them feet moving, and said, what's up, the dog? Kept it going. Like, it's crazy. Like, in that locker room, ain't no perfect piece. We just know how to leave it there most of the time. 99% of the time. 99.99% of the time, you leave it in there. That's why the locker room is the best place to ever work. That's why teammates are so close. It's not because we had a perfect harmony in existence. It's because whenever we had issues, we worked them out or we left them there. I love that, man. That was sick. That's a good point. And look, I've had cats call me. Many of cats call me. Hey, Wiley, what you talking about? Hey, Wiley, what's that about? Hey, Wiley. Hey, Wiley. I'm like, man, I'm not going to ever change what I want to say. I'm not. And that's not because I'm taking shots. Just like this, all I do is listen to you and break down film. But I break down film, whether it's the athlete and film session, that show and those shows, or it's the media people that talk. I'm just listening to you and giving you what I think about it. I'm DJing basically. And then DJing, the best thing I heard that really made me understand why I loved it. Rest in peace to DJ AM. For all y'all who don't know who he is, he was an insane DJ, died 20 years ago, I feel like now. But he gravitated, we connected early. And it was a big thing to know DJ AM. And I knew him. And he was like, he saw me DJ one time at some event. He was like, dog, you really DJ? And I was like, man, I love it. And he was like, wow, no, you really? He's like, let's stay in touch and all this. He traveling the world. I'm like, I'm right here at this local club, just getting it. Point being, I remember he told me, he said, you know, the best thing about it, him and my mentor, DJ Hopper, told me this. They said, the best thing about DJing is you can work with every single artist ever, right? We've all heard those mashups of Michael Jackson beat, and then you hear like some lyrics from Rick James, and you're like, what? That's sick, right? Very freaky girl on Billie Jean beat. You're like, what? So that's a DJ. I could be everywhere. I could be in the studio. I could be Quincy Jones. I'm in the studio with Michael Jackson and Rick James. Oh, they never were together? Now they are. Listen to this. Oh. That's what this show is built on. The architecture of this show is simply that. I ain't going on all these people's shows. I ain't going to be in Bristol, then in New York, then going down to Oklahoma. I ain't doing all that. But guess what? I can DJ it. Put that clip on. I'm right there with you. Max, what's up? Rich, what's up? Kendrick, what's up? It's always by design, whether it's a good one or bad one. It's always by design. Doesn't mean like it works, but it's by design. That's how the game goes. All right, let's get this last topic in because we're gonna stay on subject. We're gonna get Micah. Tell me, beat it up in the comments. Love to all you guys who rocking with me. I see y'all out there. Chaotic Jesters number one. Damn, Stomp. I saw Stomp in the comments. He's like, I ain't gonna win today. I got in late, so he tapped out. Alani Zoes, shout out to you. Number 2, Elaine Lewis, 3, Bam, 4, Trap Music, 5. Since it's Saturday, I think I got a lot of new booty in there because I don't know half of y'all. Shout out to my boy Trap Music though. I don't know half of y'all, and I love it. Let's keep going. I'm not gonna stop, bad boy. I told you this is like a diary to me. Dear diary, I got a little problem. Y'all remember that? I can't do it by myself. Maybe you can help me solve them. Y'all ain't getting these. I ain't taking my medicine for my rap Tourette's. Y'all ain't getting these comments like I usually these. Oh, what am I reading? Y'all ain't catching these like normal. Dear diary, I have a little problem. That's it was back. All right, let's get into this. This is dope.
I think I'm still right here because I still do things that none of y'all do.
Who's none of y'all?
You will, rest of the league.
Like what?
Okay, tell me if this is the old one or they went back and did it again this year because it's around the same time. I know it's Fanatics Fest right now, so I'm thinking they got together and did it again because it was so big last time. But it says live from San Francisco Factory. This might be the old one. I never seen it, but let's go. And this is crazy. I'm looking at this like people. Look at this. Look at all the people there looking. Where the brothers at? Black people don't like football or rap concerts. Like, it's funny. Look in the crowd. I see one dude. Let me stop. We don't go to rap concerts no more either. You go to rap concert, good luck, man. They need some DEI in the rap concerts. It ain't no black people there. I'll be going too. I'll be like, I'm there. I'm just clowning, but I'm there. And I'm like, I remember going to, what was it, the Fresh Fest? The one that had a riot in 1986, LL Cool J, Beastie Boys, Run DMC, and Houdini. The one that got tore up in Long Beach. Yeah, I was there. Crazy. People getting stabbed. They were shooting all stuff, throwing fire extinguishers off the 3rd floor. Craziness. I'm there. I'm 10 years old or something. I'm like, but black people, that's the point. All right, tell me if this is old or not. I think it's old now.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Thank you, bro.
Hold on.
Yeah, what are we talking about?
Hold on. Yes, that record stands, and we're not taking that away.
Sack record.
But we're talking about.
All right, you talking to the dude with the sack record, and he about to give us some content. He gonna give us some time, a couple minutes of I'm better than you, kind of. House, right?
Actual gameplay here, y'all. There's nobody in the league who can line up from left to right and play every position as if they got paid at that position. Facts.
Okay. There's one thing y'all got to pick it up. Right now we are in third eye. We're gonna be in third eyeville. Let's call it third eyeville for a while. Some things I can't say, obviously, because I'm in the headlines. Some things I can't say, but you got to use your third eye. Some things you're going to hear, you got to use your third eye. I told you guys, I'm always going to leave breadcrumbs, okay? Because then I got plausible deniability. I could say it. You can't hold me to it. If it's not actionable, you can't do nothing. Right now, if you really look, when they look at these two guys, when you really look, you'll see something that you're going to hear about later. Guarantee you'll hear about it later. And when you do, just remember this episode. I'm not going to say what it is, but I just saw it.
I have a sack at every spot across the line.
You can have a sack. I'm talking about truly play it at my weight. Facts.
I can't be 240, bro. That's
Facts.
That's not what I'm asked to do. I actually got to set the edge.
No,
this is hilarious because one, Micah, this is definitely tongue-in-cheek, trolling, hilarious. I'm having jokes with you too. There's nothing he can say, and he knows it. So he's just going to be talking about anything and saying anything. This is crazy.
Play the run.
hold on.
Get TFLs.
I get those too.
You got like 4 in the last 2 years.
That's cap.
All right, little cap.
You know what time it is. That record is only going to stay for so long.
It is still currently my time.
Y'all know records are meant to be broken. It took him, next man 25 years. It might just take me 2 years.
Okay, this is going to get this thing shut down doing all this. So I got to interrupt a little more. That guy is cracking me up every time. Like what Micah doing right now? Hilarious. I'm finsta. Dog, do you know that Ice Cube ride finsta? No, he rhymed finto. He said, we finto. Find something else to get into. Come on, man.
2? I mean, it's going to take me another 1.
I mean, I'm going to miss some time early.
Yeah, I mean.
So you're going to get a little cushion off that. But
You take your time. I'm going to go ahead and break it again.
All right, beat it up in the comments. Who's better, Myles Garrett or Micah Parsons? Want to hear somebody write Micah Parsons because I think it's Myles Garrett. It's no slight to Micah Parsons. Please, I don't know why we got to even say that anymore. I hate that. I'm like, oh, I don't want Micah to think I'm dissing him. He ain't better than Myles Garrett. It's okay. I wasn't better than Bruce Smith. Like this, isn't that deep?
The league's been holding me back for years.
Brother, if you're ahead of me in one stat as far as double team, it might be like a 0.5%.
And pressures.
Pressures?
It said on the screen. I led the league in pressures.
What you want? Sacks or pressures?
I'm just saying, I played 13 games. So obviously I'm getting to the quarterback.
In 13 games, pace. I had 18 sacks.
Damn.
I'm not gonna lie. That shit was suspicious. I think I'm.
Hey, boy. Hey, he a character. He in on the act. He in on the joke. That's beautiful. Because, boy, I was like, dog, you can't say nothing to the dude that got the record. Like, what are you going to say? Oh, man, that was good. Here's the thing about Myles Garrett that's insane for those who are breaking down the sport, breaking down the position, or haven't seen him in real life. He is a mammal. A mammal. Like, so much of sports is just qualifying. I think we get lost. We forget the qualifiers, like big, fast, strong, right? And then there's some physics to it all that qualifies you to a different dimension, like what black belt you can acquire. There's no limit to the black belts you can get. You can become the GOAT, and you don't have to have all the physical dimensions checked. You don't have to be the biggest, fastest, strongest. Actually, I think, and history has shown us of record, the biggest, fastest, strongest is not going to be the GOAT. It's going to be somebody who qualifies, but with a chip on their shoulder or a work ethic is going to get there. Being real. So all you parents walking around there because your kid's so big, your kid's so fast and all that, he going to make it more than likely if he stays in that same percentile as he grows post-puberty. Is he still the biggest, fastest, strongest post-puberty? That's what you need to wait on. Parents, calm down. Stop selling all that candy. Whatever the hell y'all selling. Ooh, you know what I mean? Like, is he going to be that guy? Post-puberty. Not 9, not 10, not 11. Post-puberty. When they talk to you like this, what up, daddy? I'll be back. When your kid can say, I'll be back, is he big, fast, strong? Here's the thing. If he is, he got a shot. But look at the top players in all sports. Being real. Like sport, football, Jerry Rice, GOAT, receiver. Biggest, fastest, strongest? Nope. Joe Montana, biggest, fastest, strongest? Arm talent, the best? Dan Marino arm? Nope. Elway arm? Nope. Tom Brady, biggest, fastest, strongest? Nope. Shared time in Michigan? Yep. Was on the bench when he first got to the league, and they were going to leave him there because they gave Drew Bledsoe the first $100 million contract. You're on a team where they give the guy the first 9-figure deal, you ain't playing. It took Mo Lewis to kill that guy on the sideline for you to get yours. Okay? Keep going. What other sport? Basketball. Michael Jordan, biggest, fastest, strongest? No, but he got a lot. He checking them boxes, but nah. LeBron. Yeah. LeBron's like almost an exception. LeBron's almost an exception because that his dimensions got him far. He got far too. No slight, but his dimensions qualified him close. You can do it for every sport. It's just like that's how it is. But we get lost in the sauce of the physics and say it's that. Michael Parsons, Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett qualifies. Biggest, fastest, strongest. He like 6'6", 290, 300. Just a mammal. Like I'm small to Myles Garrett. I'm small. I am really small compared to him. And he that quick, that fast, that nimble. It's insane. Kills it every single time. So beat up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. We're going to wrap the show a little early today, even though I could keep going, because I got the dip set. I got to get up out of here. Got a little thing to do today, so I got to go do it. Y'all going to see it, too. I'll put it on socials. I'll let y'all know where I'm at. Love for all you guys. Beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. I'll read some of these and react to them later. But have an amazing day, because I know I will. All right, y'all. Enjoy.